Uh, Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to introduce in today's podcast Mr. Massimiliano Zampa, who is the Executive Vice President of Danelli and Deputy CTO of Danelli Centro Metallics. So, Mr. Zampa has been very active in India and various parts of the world, and including some work he has done in China and popularizing the energization process throughout the customer base in various parts of the world. So, Mr. Massimiliano Zampa, buongiorno, and welcome to our podcast. So,
Buongiorno, good afternoon to
thank you, Mr.
everyone.
Zampa. So I will, without wasting any time, and I will go to the first question. The global steel industry is undergoing one of its most significant technological transformations with hydrogen-based DRI and EAF steelmaking emerging as the preferred pathway towards near zero carbon steel production. As one of the world's leading providers of steelmaking technologies, Danelli has been at the forefront of developing innovative solutions that enable this transition. Could you share Danelli's journey in advancing green steel technologies and explain how your engineering expertise is helping steel producers worldwide uh, to move from conventional blast furnace operations to commercially viable low carbon steelmaking? In fact, uh, worldwide it is known today that the DRI process is more suited towards green steel production as of now. So, Mr.
See,
Zampa, please go ahead.
yes, I think that you're right. The steel industry is approaching a fundamental transformation driven by the need to reduce the carbon emission while continues to meet the growing demand for high quality steel. And this is the real point. Daniele are supporting this transformation through technology that combine sustainability, productivity, and economic competitiveness. Our approach is based, as you already mentioned, integrating the hydrogen-ready Energiron DRI technology that is jointly developed with Tenova, with high efficiency electrical furnace, continuous casting with corolling, thanks to the MIDA and DOE technology developed by us, and advanced digital system into a single optimized production ecosystem. In the last some weeks ago, you can also find in the web that there was coming out news regarding Baosteel Jianshan in China, where an Energiron plant and a Danieli electrical furnace are being installed. And this project has demonstrated that the low carbon steelmaking is not longer a pilot scale concept, but is a reality for the high grade steel. Today, hydrogen ready DRI together with electrical furnace technology can produce green steel grade included automotive at the full commercial scale. At that case was 1 million ton per year plant, so not so small.
Thank you, Mr. Zampa. By the way, for all our audiences uh, watching throughout the world and in India, we are live on YouTube, so you can go to www.youtube.com/steel and metallurgy/stream. So you can go on live stream on our YouTube channel as well, and whoever is there on Zoom, you can uh, watch us on Zoom as well. So my next question, Mr. Zampa, Danelli has developed integrated solutions combining hydrogen-ready DRI plants, electric arc furnaces, advanced automation, and digital process optimization. From an engineering perspective, what are the key technological innovations that enable substantial reductions in carbon emissions? How do renewable electricity, hydrogen availability, process optimization, and efficient plant design work together to maximize both environmental performance and commercial competitiveness? Because one argument against green steel production perhaps is the green hydrogen is still too expensive.
That is correct. Okay, but we will discuss for sure also in the during the podcast. Okay, one of the things that we believe is that the key of the carbonization is not a single technology, but the fact that we need to integrate multiple technology that has to work together. Starting from, of course, from the DRI, no, the DRI process that reduce the dependency for the coal carbon utilization using a different mix of reduction gas that can incorporate in the future the hydrogen as soon the economics will allow it us. And in fact, this is one of the strengths of the energy iron technology, that is the flexibility. Means we can start operate using natural gas or syngas or coke oven gas or hydrogen or a combination according to the local availability, but in particular also to the economics, because the plant has to be competitive. Second, the electrical arc furnace is able to use or allow us to use the DRI together with the scrap, taking the advantage to use the green electricity that is increasing day by day. The Danieri zero bucket AIF and the endless charging system is helping also to improve additional the efficiency and maximize also the possibility to use hot DRI. Finally, that in these last years is increased a lot the digitalization process that helping to optimize continuously the plant, improve the energy efficiency, the productivity, the utilization of the raw materials, and of course monitoring the emissions. The combination of all the technologies is allowed the steel producers to reduce the emissions while maintaining both product quality and commercial competitiveness. This we believe that is the must.
Yeah, perfect. So, uh, hydrogen is widely regarded as one of the most important enablers of steel decarbonization. From Danieli's perspective, what are the biggest engineering challenges in designing and operating hydrogen ready direct reduced iron plants? Additionally, how is Danieli preparing its technologies to accommodate the gradual transition from natural gas based DRI to fully green hydrogen based steelmaking as hydrogen infrastructure continues to develop globally?
See, as you already mentioned, hydrogen is one of the most promising solution for the steel decarbonization. You are right. However, today the availability, infrastructure, and cost of the green hydrogen remain a challenge in the most of the region, unfortunately also including India. For this reason, Danieli promote a pragmatic approach based on hydrogen-ready plants rather than hydrogen-dependent plants. Our derived facilities can start operating, as we mentioned before, with natural gas, or for example, for India with syngas, or a mix of the two, and progressively we can increase the percent of hydrogen, of course, green hydrogen, as soon the economics will allow it us to do. This approach allows the steel producers to reduce the emissions immediately without, without waiting a large-scale hydrogen availability, while remain a clear path to reach the near zero carbon steel production. This is our pragmatic approach.
Thank you. Uh, well, the modern steel plants increasingly rely on digital technologies to optimize production, improve energy efficiency, and reduce emissions. Danelli has invested significantly in automation, artificial intelligence, and Industry 4.0 solutions. Could you explain how Danelli's digital platform help customers monitor plant performance, optimize energy consumption, predict maintenance requirements, and support carbon emission reporting while improving operational efficiency?
So digitalization is becoming one of the most important enablers for the green steel production. The Danieli digital platform transforms the real-time production data in practical insight that the operator can use to optimize the energy consumption, improve the metallurgical performance, reduce the emission, and increase the productivity. Together with the artificial intelligence and the predict maintenance system, we can help to anticipate the issue on the equipment before the failure occurs, reducing the downtime and the maintenance cost. And this is looking to increase the efficiency of the plant. And when the efficiency is high, the consumption is less. In addition, sustainability dashboard provide a real-time monitoring of the energy flow and the carbon emission, supporting both operation excellency and environment reporting requirement. In this way, the operators can know which is the situation and which is the best combination in order to reduce the emission and improve the efficiency.
Thank you. Now, next question is, as the global steel industry transitions towards hydrogen-based DRI and electric steel making, access to high-quality iron ore has become a strategic requirement rather than simply a raw material consideration. From Danelli's experience in delivering low-carbon steel plants worldwide, how do ore quality, pelletizing, and integrated plant design influence process efficiency, hydrogen consumption, product quality, and overall project economics? Additionally, how can close integration between mining, logistics, pellet, and steelmaking strengthen supply chain resilience and accelerate the commercialization of green steel? You know, uh, in the government of India is in fact very worried that a lot of fines are being exported from India. So, in order to prevent that, the government believes in pelletizing technology at low cost. So, uh, obviously, the beneficiation of ores also plays an important role there. So,
I agree.
what criterion do you think
Allora,
the steel industry should be
allora,
looking at?
you're right that the raw material quality is becoming a strategic for the green steel production. Okay, in particular also for the hydrogen-based DRI and for the electrical furnace, because we are more sensitive to the ore quality compared to the blast furnace operation. The high-grade DRI quality pellet improve the reducibility, the gang content, and of course, we reduce the consumption and we decrease, when the hydrogen will be available, the quantity and improve the final steel quality. It's easy to think, no? Because if I can clean the ore before, I reduce to put on the system some ganga, some waste material. And this for India, I believe that invest in beneficiation and pelletizing will be essential to maximize the value of the domestic iron ore resource. That is, if I remember right, you are the third country with like a reserve of iron ore, okay? and this has to be in some way developed. Okay, and looking forward, the integration between mining, beneficiation, pellet production, logistic, DRI plants, and the steelmaking facility will create a substantial competitiveness advantage by improving the efficiency, reduction the cost, and increase the supply chain resilience. The point is to be able to look the complete chain, not the single point.
Right. As environmental regulations become increasingly stringent, steel producers require accurate monitoring of carbon emissions throughout the production process. How do Danieli's digital technologies enable customers to measure, monitor, and optimize emissions across the steelmaking value chain? Now, uh, you know, along with CBAM, this has become more important. Uh, so, furthermore, how do these solutions assist producers in ESG reporting, life cycle assessment, regulatory compliance, and meeting customer expectations for transparent and low carbon steel production?
Also, this is a good question in the sense that the environmental requirement is in continuous evolving, and the steel producers increasingly need product level carbon transparency rather than a plant level estimation. So we need to know really which is the carbon footprint of the product. Danieli Digital solution able a detailed monitoring of the material flow and the energy consumption and the carbon emission through the production chain. This technology is supporting ESG reporting, life cycling assessment, CBAM compliance, and customer-specific sustainability requirement. In the future, the carbon traceability maybe become as important as the traditional quality certification, particular for the customer that is operating in an international market instead to the local market. And this, I believe, also that is one of the point for India, no?
Right.
Because now you are pushing more correctly to the high added value steel than the low quality steel. And this for you will be quite important in the future.
Yeah. By the way, Mr. Zampa, as we all know, we have still time to go. We have enough time in hand, but uh, at the same time, we just can't do away with the blast furnaces altogether. So we need a gradual shift to, you know, at one point of time, China also had the same problem. So, China literally had the, DRI in place where they could replace the blast furnace. So,
Yes,
uh,
correct.
in other words, 2070 is our net zero target. So, we have to build a lot towards decarbonizing the economy in such time. Now, governments around the world are introducing stricter carbon regulations, including mechanisms such as European Union's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, CBAM. How is Danieli helping steel producers design plants capable of complying with evolving international sustainability standards while maintaining product quality, operational efficiency, and global competitiveness? What technological innovation will become increasingly important as these regulations continue to evolve? At the same time, our Prime Minister's vision and target is to bring the steel industry as India as the hub of steel making in the world. So
Yes,
our Prime Minister dreams of uh, being India being the steel hub, so to say,
is
because
correct.
because we have abundant resources.
Yeah, you have abundant resources, and the steel is also is in parallel with the grooving of the country. More steel, more grooving of the country. This for sure.
Right.
Anyway, come back to your question.
Yeah.
Yeah, regulations such as the CBAN are changing the way that the steel competitiveness is evaluated globally, because it's not just a matter of production. We need to take care if there is some carbon tax, and the future competitiveness will increasingly depend not only of the cost of the production and the quality, but also on the carbon intensity and the related traceability. Daniele intended to help the producer preparing for this transition through a high efficiency process technology first, advanced emission monitoring system, and plant design that are ready for the future decarbonization pathway, like the hydrogen ready DRI, the possibility to use renewable energy integration in our electrical furnace with the Q1, the artificial intelligent algorithm, and the system to recover the energy. Because one of the point of the steel plants that we lose a lot of energy, a lot of hot water outside. We needed to find a way to recover. And of course, a digital carbon accounting will become a critical tool for maintaining the market access and the global competitiveness. In order, I know which are my cost, overall cost, not only production cost.
Okay. And Dhaneli provides complete engineering solutions covering raw material preparations. So now you have also taken over Neufer, for example. So this again is a value addition in Dhaneli
Yes.
portfolio. So it provides solutions covering raw material preparation, DR plants, uh, and electric arc furnace steel making, casting, rolling. Rolling, of course, for the long products, it has always been number one as far as three big darlings are concerned. Uh, so to say, automation and digitalization also leads uh, Danelli, uh, as far as you know, the all the major equipment manufacturers are concerned. How does this integrated approach provide customers with advantages in project execution, operational efficiency, energy optimization, product quality, and long-term sustainability compared with adopting individual technologies
Yeah.
from multiple suppliers?
This is the real point, because as you mentioned, Daniele, is one of the major strengths is the capability to optimize the entire steel value chain from the ore to the steel together. Also, as you just mentioned, because some months ago we are quite completely new firm that is specialized in beneficiation and pelletizing, and so now we are complete our chain. So rather than considering mine, pelletizing, DRI production, steel making, rolling mill, and the digitalization like a separate activities, our view is to look at them completely interconnected element, okay, in a single ecosystem. This integrated approach reduce the project risk first, improve the operation efficiency, engage product consistency, and optimize the energy consumption, and accelerate the achievement of the sustainability object, because we can make sharing between the different technologies and the different point of the value chain. As the industry evolves, integrate steel ecosystem will become a major competitive advantage. This is one of our point of view, no? To look completely, and also the automation or the digitalization has to be embedded in the technology, looking overall, not a single point.
Okay. Looking ahead over the next decade, what technological breakthrough do you believe will have the greatest impact on the future of green steel? From hydrogen and renewable energy integration to carbon capture, artificial intelligence, and advanced automation, which innovations will be most critical in achieving commercially viable net zero steel production, and what role do you envision Danelli playing in shaping this transformation?
Honestly, over the next decade, I don't believe that a single breakthrough will deliver a net zero steel making on its own. The success will come from the combination, as I mentioned before, of the several technologies that are already available in a complete industrial ecosystem. The most important driver will be affordable green hydrogen that we mentioned already before, and abundant of renewable electricity and high quality DRI grade ore, together with advanced automation, artificial intelligence, and a robust carbon accounting system. Also, the carbon capture may also play a complementary role, in particular in the region where conventional steelmaking assets remain in operation, because it will help us to avoid to issue CO2 in the atmosphere. The real role will be to continue to developing a practical commercial technology that allow the producer to decarbonize while remaining competitive.
Yeah, very good. I agree completely with you. While we cannot completely offset, uh, you know, uh, the decarbonization initiative. I mean, obviously, some carbon footprint will be there, and at the same time, a combination of approaches will uh, offset to some extent. For example, you have green hydrogen, then you have carbon capture, utilization, and storage. So all of the factors combined together will help uh, to some extent.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
yeah,
The
and
combination will help.
yeah, and whatever be the reason, uh, the entire European continent is suffering more because of uh, uh, the factors, uh, uh, and uh, at the same time, uh, India uh, is also likely to feel the heat. You know,
Yes.
the world is a very integrated world these days, so no one can stay aloof from whatever is happening in any
No,
part
no,
of
no.
the world.
Honestly, today the world is, as you said, is completely interconnected.
Yeah,
So it's not possible to think one split to the other, because
yeah,
one is the producer and the other is the market, or vice versa. Okay, and as well as with the technology, there is not
yeah.
one single miracle that can help us, but we need the combination of more.
Right. So last question, Mr. Zampa, coming to the last question. India has set ambitious targets for expanding steel production. I mean, uh, uh, the ultimate target is to reach 500 million tons. So from 2030, 300 million tons to 2047, 500 million tons. So we have to, from 30 to 47, 17 years, we have to more or less 300 to 500 we have to achieve. I mean, at least the target
At least.
is that. So, they are simultaneously reducing carbon emissions. From Danelli's global experience, how well positioned is India to become a leader in green steel production? What investments in hydrogen infrastructure, renewable energy, high grade raw materials, and advanced steelmaking technologies will be essential to accelerate this transition? Finally, what role can Danelli play in supporting India's journey towards building a globally competitive and sustainable steel industry? So, uh, Danelli has uh, its workshop in India, uh, and I have been to the workshop in Butrio, the workshop in Thailand, the workshop in India. So is it true that you have universal standards as far as all the workshops are concerned? So what is it that Danelli can contribute?
Allora, you are right that we have all the players that you mentioned. We have a workshop. You are right that we we are the same standard along all our workshop, but in India we don't have only workshop. We have also technical office. Means
Yes,
that we develop engineering and technology in India, and we build equipment and technology in India, like also in Thailand, in Butrio, of course. So we are worldwide, and we try to have in all our places the same standards and the same quality. Come back to your to your question. India is probably one of the best countries positioned to become a global leader in the green steel production. The country combine a lot of things, in particular fast-growing steel market. As you mentioned, the India target is quite ambitious, but you are also growing fast to reach this target. Okay, now you are around 160, 170
yes,
million ton per year of production, so
yeah,
not so negligible, I can say.
yeah,
You have, as we mentioned also before, abundant iron ore resources, third in the world, and one of the largest DRI industry. You are the first DRI producer in the world, unfortunately with rotary kiln, but this is a point that we discuss later. You have ambitions of renewable energy target, and also this is good. You have also one of the largest coal reserve suitable for the gasification, and you have the rapidly growing of the green hydrogen program. I know that you are installing a lot of new hydrogen producer. Of course, as usual, several challenges remain, and that include the improving or DRI grade ore availability, means expanding the pelletizing, beneficiation and pelletizing capacity, developing the syngas and hydrogen infrastructure. But in this point, I know that also the Indian government is putting a lot of fine for the coal gasification, okay, ensuring reliability of low carbon electricity supply, reducing emissions for the large installing number of coal-based rotary kiln plant. India has, in my opinion, a unique opportunity for a gradually transitions from rotary kiln technology. Honestly, a lot of emission are coming from there, through a modern shaft furnace DRI plants using syngas, and progressively change the syngas with hydrogen as soon the economics is improved. My message to the Indian steel industry is simple. Green steel is not a single technology investment. It is a complete industrial transformation involving mine, beneficiation, pelletizing, renewable energy, hydrogen, DRI production, steel making, digitalization, and downstream processing. The company that successfully integrate this element in a global leader for the next generation of steel producer. This, in my opinion, is the point. Able to integrate the complete value chain.
Uh, Mr. Zampa, thank you so much, and I am especially I thank the Danelli management. Especially my boss is Mr. Rolando Paolone. So he is my boss, and I convey my gratitude to him for having given the opportunity for me to address this very critical issue. And Miss, Mrs. Nirmala Sitaraman, who is the Finance Minister of
Mhm.
India, has already, you know, given a lot of incentives for coal gasification. And one, you know, appeal I want to make before Danelli, Danelli can easily coordinate or with a lot of vendors in the country to make gasifier technology available in
Mhm.
this country at a reasonable cost, because hydrogen production is possible through coal gasification plants. So,
Yes, correct. And we
so
also,
this is also uh, something which I would uh, recommend Danelli to make or at least have some sub vendors available to make coal gasifiers at a reasonable cost. So thank you, Mr. Zampa, and you
thank
have
you to,
always been kind enough to accept my invitation, be it MITEC, be it from my Delhi conference, which was on DRI. So always you have been very kind to accept my invitation and join the conference. Anish also, your colleague, was is constantly in touch with me. So thank you so much, and
no,
wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And may Danelli Energetic process excel as far as DRI production is concerned. Thank you so much.
no, no. Thank you to you for your time, your availability, and for the possibility to speak about technology, because I believe that the technology will help to improve us and for sure to look in the green steel. We meet as soon as possible in India, Mr. Imalia.
Thank you. And once again, a reminder to all our audience that 2nd of December 2026, Mr. Zampa will be there. I will bring him along to, take care of DRI issues. Whoever, has a question in mind. And this uh, mm, event on 2nd December at MITEC India is also sponsored by Danelli and the others. And we look forward to your participation in MITEC India on 2nd December at Mumbai, Nesco Goregaon. Thank you so much. And
Thank you
Mr.
to you.
Zampa, grateful for being with us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you to you and all our audience.